you think you've come a long way from the cook shanty at the ranch, but you're still that little Mexican girl longing to be in the house on the hill, no matter who you have to sleep with to get there.
No. My only sin was having a Mexican mother. An unforgivable sin to an old bigot like you, isn't that right, Asa? You did whatever you had to do to keep that Buchanan name clean.
Look, don't you dare throw accusations at me. Opportunism has no race, creed, or color.
Do you know what? None of this matters anymore, because after what you did, you have much more to lose when the truth comes out.
You wouldn't be threatening me now, would you, Mrs. Roberts?
You can think whatever you want to think, but you can't hurt me. Not anymore.
So glad you two are getting along.
After searching everywhere, you finally discovered the suite which Mitch Lawrence occupied. How?
I could hear Cassie calling for help.
To the best of your recollection, what was she saying?
I remember exactly. She said, "Help me, please, somebody. Please, God, help me." I could hear the sounds of a struggle, someone being hit, and I could hear Mitch's voice.
What was he saying?
He said, "Wake up. This is going to be the best you've ever had."
He meant sex.
Your Honor, counsel's leading the witness.
Is that an objection, Madam Prosecutor, or an observation?
No, it's known as trying to upstage the defense's line of questioning, and I object to the interruption.
Oh, let's get on with it.
Thank you. Mrs. Lord, what did you do next?
I opened the door, and I could see Mitch Lawrence leaning over my daughter's unconscious body. He was about to rape her.
Yes, you better wake up for this, sweetheart. It's gonna be the best you ever get. Dorian.
Cassie! Oh, Then I ran out into the corridor to see if there was anybody out there.
You say you struck Mitch Lawrence with what you thought was a mortal blow. Mrs. Lord, why so hard?
Because I wanted to kill him in order to save my daughter's life.
According to Joy O'Neill, Mitch Lawrence used drugs to maintain his control over your group. Is that right?
And brainwashing. Mary Lynn has cleared all that from her mind.
Yes, officer, we know about those things now.
Well, then maybe the time that you thought you heard Mitch talking to you, it might actually have been the drugs talking to you.
Lieutenant, my daughter didn't have to come here. She came because she wants to help.
I respect that, sir. The fact is, after searching that room pretty thoroughly, we found no evidence of any tape recorder or any tapes.
Well, Lieutenant, you suppose, since this Mitch was seen recording so often, that possibly he had something to hide and has hid it?
Well, you might be right. Now, we've torn the room apart, but let's take another look.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
I know how very difficult this has been for you, Mrs. Lord. It's been difficult for all of us to hear it. I want to thank you very much for being so honest about your feelings and about what happened that night Mitch Lawrence was killed. Your witness.
Looks like you got your work cut out. Good luck. It's going to be my pleasure.
One life to live will continue in a moment.
I'd like to thank you for your testimony, too. Along with my colleague, I know this must be very difficult for you. However, there are a few things that I'd like to clear up. You said you went to the Waterside Inn looking for Mitch Lawrence. I understand there were a lot of townspeople there, not members of the sect, but there for the rally.
That's true.
And were there any males, stout-hearted men who could have helped you out of a tough spot?
Certainly there were. I went there with Brad Vernon. One of my defense counsels, Pete O'Neill, was there. Rob Coronal, Cassie's ex-husband.
And you said in your testimony that when you heard that Mitch Lawrence was at the Waterside Inn, you thought possibly Cassie hadn't gone to the Virgin Islands and that she might be in serious trouble.
Your Honor, we've just covered this ground in exhaustive detail.
Yes, it is getting late, Madam Prosecutor.
I assure you, Your Honor, I am leading somewhere with this questioning. Mrs. Lord, you have in your employ a private investigator by the name of Jonathan Russell.
Yes, I do.
And you sent Mr. Russell to check on the airplane that Cassie might have been on going to the Caribbean?
That's right.
Mr. Russell deals in crime and danger and has a license to carry a gun. Why? You sent him to check on airline passenger lists?
He has certain contacts.
And you, having sent him off, you, a woman alone, terrified for her daughter, certain that Mitch Lawrence is an unexploded bomb, go wandering around a hostile place thinking he's keeping Cassie somewhere? Alone? Why?
There was a crowd of people milling about. There were guards. I don't think that I can make you understand.
Oh, I understand. You see, I do have a daughter at home. But I hear between the lines. You found your daughter not about to be raped, but having sex with Mitch Lawrence and loving every minute of it.
That is not true.
Yes, Your Honor.
Not at all what happened. How dare you say anything about
Your
my
Honor,
daughter?
please. Order in this courtroom.
So that's the kind of year it was, huh? I'm sorry if I hurt anybody, but most of all you. I just hope you can understand. I'm trying to understand, Dan. I want to understand it.
Laurel died. Danny, she died.
I know. I told you how bad I felt. You sent flowers.
I wanted to see your face there. You sent flowers.
I meant everything I wrote in the note. I love you, Dad. I loved Laurel. When I heard she died, I was totally wrecked.
I didn't know if you were alive or dead until 2 days ago.
I wanted to write. I must have written 100 letters in my head.
I don't read those. I can't read those.
Dad, do you know how hard it was for me even to think about talking to you? I mean, I knew how much I blew it when I walked out of here.
I wonder if you did really know.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I didn't even think I'd ever get to be able to get close to you again. If you could forgive me.
Forgive you? Well, what the hell are fathers for?
Are you kidding?
Kidding, we're trying.
Oh, I'm finally done.
Oh, Allison, I'd like to meet my son, Dan Warlick.
son?
Allison Perkins.
Pleased to meet you.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, too.
All that woman had to do was stay put there in El Paso, Texas. Oh, no, she's got to come chasing up here.
Okay, so that is enough. Now, you may not believe one word that woman said, but I do.
And you are a damn fool.
And so are you. I mean, you have told so many lies to so many people to cover your tracks in this mess. I don't think you'd recognize the truth and it'd hit you right in the head. Maria is not after Clint.
Then what the hell were they doing here together?
Exactly what she said she was doing. Having dinner. What in the world are you going to tell Clint when he comes back and finds out she's gone?
She got a headache.
Oh, great. Another lie. One he's going to know right away as soon as he calls her to find out how she is.
No decent married man would ever do such a thing.
Oh, God. You mean worry about a female friend? Yes, if you can't bear her, you been.
Isn't this the night that you're supposed to be out with your buddies having a big bachelor party?
Well, this is the night I happen to want to spend with my bride-to-be, if that's okay.
Well, that's fine, but you're not going to have a bride-to-be if they don't repair the church by tomorrow.
Yeah, well, what's a wedding without a couple of plumbers crawling around the heating system, huh?
Hey, there's Asa.
A man who would lie to his own son, a man who can't even lie to himself, couldn't possibly tell the truth to his wife. Well, welcome to it.